Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Brian and welcome back to another episode here on our City Skylines Let's Play. Today we're going to head right back into City Skylines where we left off. Obviously it's been a few months since the last episode, but I figured might as well just hop back into it. And yeah, let's just, without further ado, let's get right into the action here. Alrighty, so we are now here in the game, and I'm just trying to get used to recording in this sort of setup, because obviously the last time I recorded this was on a completely different, I'm on a different monitor. You guys won't be able to tell, but I'm on a nice wide monitor now, which means I can see things easier, and I don't have to go between two monitors. I don't have to look side to side as much. I have everything right here on my screen. Also, my game is a little smaller than I'm used to. It's not full screen or anything, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it'll be fine for now. But yeah, and hopefully the audio is working well for you guys on your end. For me, during testing, it kind of was a little quiet on the microphone side of things, but I think it'll be okay. I'll make sure to work my magic in editing so that way you guys can hear me as clear as possible, and not the game overpowering, because I know that that's that tends to happen with younger creators and all that when they aren't aware of the audio difference and whatnot. But that's especially how a lot of my old videos worked. The game audio was a lot louder than my audio, so that way you couldn't actually hear me. But now I think I've figured out how to fix it, so we're just going to jump right in. Like I said, we're going to see how this goes. Also, sure, obviously you can tell from the video here, I'm bringing my face cam for City Skylines videos. The last time I did a face cam type of video with this with my webcam, I think it was like EA Sports College Football from like last August. So that was the last time I think I used Facecam. I'm still getting used to trying to use it as well as video as well. Just because I didn't have a Facecam for a long time, and it was easier to not use it. But I figured might as well have it, might as well take advantage of it. See if you guys like it. If you do like, have the Facecam in the City Skylines episodes, or if you have an opinion on it, you can let me know in the comment section down below. But for now, like I said in the intro, let's just get right into this. So where we last left off, I do not recall. I'm just going to press play here because we're in pause forever. It seems like we expanded our city, which is Lakedale. Excuse me. We expanded it to the side here on the other side of the interstate, which we did actually build, I think. Yeah, the interstate was initially here. This one was all built by us. And obviously you can see we added an interchange over here that kind of made it accessible over here. It doesn't end, or it doesn't go anywhere really. But then again, that's okay because obviously, we'll work on that as we grow the city more. If we continue the series more after this episode. This is episode 10, by the way. I'm sure you guys can see that from the thumbnail and everything. You're not, I don't assume you guys, are oblivious completely. But yeah, this is episode 10. And it's one of the longest running series I have so far ever on YouTube. So this is that's kind of interesting. Been doing this for almost 10 years, and one of the first times having a series go over 10 videos. So that's pretty exciting, I guess. But yeah, then the other thing we did as well is we built a university for our city. We started this what I'm calling the downtown center. I mean, air quotes downtown. I don't think it'll actually be the downtown center just because the city might get so big that we might move it somewhere. But given the location of where everything is, I think it'll be like the downtown area, and I think I'll just keep calling it that as the series progresses and as we keep expanding the city and all that. But yeah, we started this area of the city regardless. Last episode, or last two episodes technically, 8 and 9, because it was one recording session. But it was 2 episodes split. I'm sure you guys could tell that if you go back and watch the old videos. By the way, the playlist will be linked in the description of this video. Or either that, or I'll have the parts linked. I'll do one of the two. You'll see if you go down to the description. Anywho, so yeah, and also apologies if I'm very awkward sounding or just quiet at some moments because I'm trying to get back into doing this, and I want to make sure I do it right, and it's a lot of me getting used to the flow of things again, so hopefully y'all are understanding of that. And yeah, I just want to give that disclaimer as well here as we start off the video. So that way, if you hear my voice crack every now and then, it's because I'm getting excited because I'm talking so much, um, and just not used to being on camera as well with the face cam. So, um, but it honestly should be fine. I'm sure you guys won't mind. But yeah, so in terms of what we're gonna do next in the city, we've kind of been trying to think about that because I did load up this game recently, before, not like even recently than before starting this video. And I was trying to look at this and I was like, I saw these two interchanges that we have here because obviously, you know, I pointed out in the intro we have this one over here that we added ourselves off the one that came with the map, and then we added this one over here in like episode 3, I think. This is that old. But then we also made this one kind of a little bit of an interchange as well with the downtown district. And unfortunately, based on so obviously our border for now is right here. That's all the sewage that we're dumping both places. Looks like around this entire island almost. Well, not island, but it would be an island if we got the whole map. But yeah, so it looks like this, like, we cut off here, and I don't think do we have any more land we can buy? We do not yet. We have to get to our next milestone, which is a big city, which we need 15,000 people. So really, I think the next step is going to be to expand where we can, and probably expand more of this downtown area on the other side of here, on the other side of this main avenue, that goes into the industrial section, which is called Foggy Heights. That I think is named intentionally, if I remember correctly. But then the next challenge will be determining how this road and this interstate will connect. What's probably going to happen is probably this interstate is going to continue across this river and expand onto this island once we get more land, more land over there. Excuse me. But obviously that's something we'll have to think about down the road. So I think for now we're just going to continue to try and expand our population so we can get more land in the future. So right now we're going to expand, like I said, this downtown section. Looks like I was using trees with the middle here, which it's hard to tell because we're in a snow map that came with I forget the expansion name. I want to say it's something to do with winter. I'll probably think of it. It might be put in the video here in editing, but if not, I'll think of it later. But anyway, so we have the snow. This map came with the snow DLC for City Skylines 1. Yes, I'm aware there's another game. There's a second City Skylines that's come out, but I only own this one so far, and I'm so used to playing this one that this is the only one I know of at this point. So it also sounds like the other one's kind of had some issues over the last, since it's released, I think like a couple years ago now or something like that. So I haven't looked much into it because I've been doing so much other things in life and playing other games like the football games and all that. So haven't really been following along with it so much, but it is there, and I'm probably going to get it someday, just not right now, as I'm still having a lot of fun and I'm perfectly content with playing the original, which just had its 10th year anniversary as well this past March, I believe. Which, man, does that make me feel old? Because I remember when I played this game the first time in the summer. Yeah, it was in the summer of 2015. So in like July, I think, is when I got this game the first time, and obviously it was only a few months old then. So the fact that I'm still playing it and it's already 10 years old makes me feel kind of old because I remember when it was brand new and it was already 10 years ago. 2015. Like, life's going by so quick. But then again, that's just what happens when you get older. So, as I am painfully aware. New building train station. Oh yeah, we get to build a train station now? Sick. Not yet, because I don't know where it's going to go yet. I plan on probably making a train yard at some point. But yeah, we're just going to, like we said, we're going to continue this residential area. I think this is all residents, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. And especially I want to build up this residency because we just built the university. So we're going to have to make sure we have some of those. We also have a multi-platform train station as well. That's new. I'm not used to seeing that. We also have a death in one of the parking lots. Oh, no, we got taken care of. Bye by me. Cool. Alrighty, let's continue this road here. I'm going to continue this other road first, which it looks like this is the other one with trees as well. So we'll continue that this way. Okay, this might be, it's not the same road though. Looks like that's the wide road. This is this must be the 4-lane one. Like I said, it's the 4-lane road one here. So let me just quickly fix that. There we go. I don't know why I did 4 lanes instead of 6 lanes, but you know what? It's fine. It's right by the river. It's actually a pretty view, actually. I might even try and grab that for the thumbnail, maybe. That's a beautiful view there, right by the river. Can you imagine maybe a little boardwalk potentially up here? I mean, we have abandoned piers over here, um, you know, from the ruins or whatever. So it looks like this used to be a boardwalk years and years ago. Like here's an old ruined house. That looks kind of sick. Yeah, I know we have this train stuff. Quiet down. But yeah, man, whew, I'm out of breath almost. I haven't done one of these videos in so long. I've become out of practice. It feels like, um, majorly out of practice with not doing one of these for a while, and all of a sudden I'm like, you know, gasping for air and all that. But I'm sure I'll get back into it. I'm sure it'll be fine. But it's just one of those things that you know you kind of notice every now and then when you know you don't do something for a while and you have to get back. You have to get your body and your whatever you use used to it. I don't know. That's just something I noticed. What I want to find here is I'm trying to look for the. Oh wait, it must be landscaping. There it is. I want the path. I want to put a bike path right down the middle here because obviously we can have, you know, like we can have the empty space in there, but I feel like this would look better if we had bike paths. So I'm gonna put a bike path there, and I'm also gonna put probably gonna put some trees down here in the middle as well. Yes, I put zoning in there, I know, but we're just gonna put some trees, some conifers, since that's native to this area. But that looks kind of cute, doesn't it? I think so. Oh, whoops! I gotta unzone it though. I gotta unzone it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't build your building here. I have this specifically zoned out for nature. Just how it goes sometimes, you know. Alright, it is -4 degrees outside, and we're not having heating problems, for once. I feel like that's something that I had a problem with last episode, if I remember correctly. But it does not appear to be that much of an issue right now. We do have plenty, we have plenty of heating, so, I don't know, maybe it was a glitch in the game. I think this game's updated at least once since I last played it, but I just kept having the issue where I kept having to add heat. Like, that's why we have 3 of these geothermal plants already, because we kept having an excess amount of heat, and it kept getting really cold, and then all of a sudden people said they didn't have heat, even though they did. Yes, I'm aware we have monorails too. Okay, this game needs to just calm down. For 5 seconds, please. Alrighty, next task I'm gonna do is... Oh, we got a policeman. Is that a policeman? Nope, that's an ambulance. Someone's gonna go get picked up. Okay. Let's expand this road, which is a 6-laner. That sounded weird when I said that. 6-laner? I don't even know if that's a word. Let's go grab it. Let's expand it down this way. There we go. Do I want to do a bridge or do I want to do a highway? Or a highway. A tunnel. I think we'll just do a bridge. I think a bridge is probably safe for this scenario. So we're going to go, I think it's page up if it's right. Yep, it is. It is page up. So we'll just do that. And then we'll do this. Nope. I'm going to try and level it so it's even. So it's just so it looks very smooth. Because I try and do that usually with these roads to make them very smooth. Because otherwise they look really ridiculous. Like this bridge over here, for example. It's kind of pushing it. It's not terrible, but the way this game, you know, I'll give you an example here. Like, for example, I can make a bridge go really high up. Well, okay, that's a bad example. But I can, like, drag it down here, like this, watch. So if I do this, like, it looks kind of... Oh, I guess... Ooh, it adds another part in there. Okay, so this game has gotten better. I just remember when this game first came out, and I was first playing it all the time, way back in the day. It just would look ridiculous if you had, like, a bridge that was, like, really high. Like, almost cartoonish. So every time I play this game now, I just try and make sure the bridge is, like, as low as possible, so it looks, like, realistic as possible. Obviously, you know, modding and all that has kind of helped that over the years, and they've eventually implemented it into the game itself, thankfully. But, I don't know, it's just something I just like to remember sometimes when I'm thinking about this game and all that. And I just realized now there's a intersection there. This is the other thing I don't like that it does, is it adds a weird intersection when it really doesn't need to because it's a bridge. But part of me wonders, what would a road look like here if I did this here? What if I did a road? Would that look stupid? You know what? Feel free to let me know in the comments if that looks stupid. I don't think it does, but you might call me out on it. Feel free to. I'm not the greatest city player in the world. I'm sure you can tell already based on how the city is, but because yeah, look at that, we have a big traffic. Well, I guess that's not terrible. I've seen worse. I've been playing this game, like I said, for basically its lifetime, so I'm used to it at this point. Ooh, we do have a path here as well. I don't put trees there though because obviously why would I? They're gonna die because of the industrialization. However, like in other city building games I've played, mainly SimCity 2000, the 2013 version, um, if you put, and I guess this works in real life too, if you put trees in a polluted area, they actually suck up the pollution from the ground. So it's not perfect, as you can see, but you know, you got certain trees like the conifers don't seem to lose their leaves, but these other trees do. Um, but like, you know, uh, was I moving that? I think I was moving that too. That landfill there. Sorry, I just got distracted. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that the pollution. Yeah, as you can see, look, this was all polluted around here. I put trees in here. Magic. It's like I know how the game. It's like you know, the game is magic. Or I just know how the game works. But, anyways. Alrighty, let's move on a little bit from there. Let's actually continue where we were at. I'm just gonna continue this little zoning here. I just want to try and figure out though, how am I gonna do this? This one might have to be a tunnel. Actually, based on where this road is and where this interchange is. Actually, yeah, we'll make it a tunnel here. Let's see. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did before with the other road. Except I'm gonna go page down, and then we're gonna make a tunnel. It's gonna go this way, and I think it's gonna come up. Well, I don't know if I want it to come up that way. This is right by the pollution too, so this might actually not be the greatest idea. Also, this is gonna intersect the. Oh wait, no, it won't intersect the power lines. It's fine. There we go. And then we can continue the road here, like that. Look at that. It's pretty sick. Except the tunnel looks a little stupid, but it's fine. Like, it's not perfect, but it's what we have to work with, I guess. You know. But that actually does. Okay, so that looks a little weird. Okay, it's temporary. Just focus. It's temporary. Gonna fix it later. It's fine. Also, I should mention another thing I like to do with this game is I just want to like to look around sometimes, see how everybody's doing. So I know there is a first person technically. That's what this is, right? Cinematic camera. That's a cinematic camera. There's a free cam mode. So you can kind of like look around here like this. That's where I would usually take screenshots and all that, but which I guess I can get a screenshot here or from back here if I wanted to for the thumbnail later. But yeah, I just kind of like to look around, see what everybody's doing. I just like to see everybody just moving around and all that. It's kind of cool. As you see, we got people parked at the university. I gave it expanded parking because it has some parking, but not a whole lot. So luckily they added these parking lots into the game itself. So as you can see, that was weird though. Did you see that car just pass through that truck? It's not perfect. It's a park. It's not perfect. Yeah, as you see, they're just passing through. It's not really technically pulling in realistically, but hey, it's a video game. It's not real life. It's a simulation. So, cool. Alrighty, so like I said, I keep getting distracted, but we're going to continue on where we left off. We now figured out where that road's going, so now we're just going to go back to, well, making grids. It's kind of how everything we can do at the moment. Actually, well, should I do that? I don't know if I should. Well, that might be a traffic hazard. Well, you know what? For now, I will... how am I going to do this? Let's see. You know what? Let's just leave it there for now. If it becomes a traffic hazard, I will get rid of it. But for now, I'll just complete that road there to complete that loop. And then we're just going to, like I said, we're going to continue the grid. I might even make it a little different here, though. There we go. So, yes, we are getting rid of nature. I'm actually going to speed up the time a little bit so we can make some more money. But we're going to continue to build these residential high-density residents. So as they live by the seashore, which I can imagine the apartments over here are going to be very expensive. Like, very expensive. Actually, I will continue this bike path as well. Just to do something different here. So, unfortunately, yes, I'm going to have to get rid of that zone right there. So whoever's building here, I'm sorry, but your building's going to get demolished. I am the mayor, so I get to decide where bike paths go and all that. So, if you don't like it, don't move here. That's all I gotta say. Don't move to the city if you don't like that. Gonna add some trees in here. Similar to what we did before. Some bushes. Or bushes. That's kind of cool, right? Look at that. Nice little bike path zone between the buildings. I think that's kind of cute. I don't know. You just let me know what you think. Let's now move on to the, commercial and office, because, oh, actually, we need some trash built up here. Which, by the way, is this empty? It is empty, okay. So I'm now going to, bulldoze this. Which I don't think it shouldn't have let any pollution out. Nope, it didn't, okay. So now we got the, landfill usage over here, which these seem to be emptying. A little bit. Let's, nope, I'm not going to relocate it. I have a little garbage center over here, which appears that I need to make another road or something so that they can get over here, which it seems that they are now. Okay, so that's not too bad. Processing status is not a whole lot, but that's fine. I might put another landfill over here, though, to be honest. I know we have 2 already, but I feel like if I can just add another one, that won't be the worst thing in the world. Gives us more space. There we go. That landfill's now being used, as these ones are emptying. Which I can stop, I'll stop emptying it right now. At least the one, for now. But now, yeah, we moved the garbage out of this area, so that means I can get rid of this dirt road here. This is from when we started the city. And I'm going to put some more trees in here, because that's what I feel like we should do. So, some more conifers in there. Some of these other trees in here that aren't necessarily native, but that's fine. And by native, I just mean like they're not necessarily like, you know, from this map or anything, but the conifers are. Plus they look right, or they fit in this area. So there you go. You got some trees there between the smokestacks and the highway and the old residence area and commercial area, with the you know, the fountain here, the Statue of Wealth, in the middle of this area here, which looks, I think it looks kind of cool still. But yeah, so we have the downtown area over here. Do we have like a unique building we could put down here? I feel like we should. We have some other buildings. We have the stadium, obviously. I did get that DLC a long time ago. We got the Mall of Moderation. We got the Fountain of Life and Death. We got the neighborhood park. We got the Opera House. We also have the High Interest Tower. So that would be something we could add down here in this downtown area. It actually fits almost perfectly right there. That actually wouldn't be bad. It's 125,000? Is it actually? It is. It's also 1,600 a week. We also have the Expo Center. And then there's one more, right? Yes, there is. Oh, we have the Cathedral of Plentitude as well. That's cool. And the stadium. Or the old stadium. The stadium that's been here since the launch of the game. Alright, so we got our people adding onto the city. Let's build some more office zones in here, because we're having some industry or office requests from the citizens. I kind of want to make this into a park, actually, not necessarily buildings. So I think we'll extend our office zoning over here, rather than in the other spot. And I'm actually going to just use, not tree roads this time, I'm actually going to just use these types of roads. Yes, I am going to have to build some power lines here for a second, so I will pause the game for a second while I do this. But this is just so we can get some, like I said, some more office zones in here. And then we'll be all good there. We actually can expand this road if we want to through here, which I think we will, just to help that out. But then we won't necessarily need to, because our power system here, this is actually powering the sewage plant right now, or the sewage things, or what are they called? Drain pipes. There we go. By the way, do we have the other one yet? We don't. Okay. Our next one, we will be able to treat the water. Cool. Awesome. Heating's also not over here either. That's okay for right now. We are gonna need to upgrade that as well, at some point. But for now, I'm gonna put some more office zoning here and here, and also gonna put some more commercial zoning, probably right here, and I'll put another park or something right here. We'll have, you know, a lot of green space in the city. I'm hoping that by doing this, we'll be able to need less and less power lines. Potentially. So actually, if I can get rid of this one. This is the only power line we need so far. Which, in fact, I might even just put this right here. Just so I can, you know, have the power system kind of look like it links up, you know. Obviously, it runs through the industrial section. It doesn't need to because they run underground, but I don't know. It feels like it makes more sense and it connects up nicely. So there we go. But then I think, actually, should we put a different, plaza or park in here? We can do that. Let's put the friendly neighborhood park, in here, probably. I think that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I know it's a neighborhood park, but I think, honestly, putting it right here wouldn't be a bad idea. You know what? Let's put that right there. There we go. Because then we can expand it and put it over here, and it'll be fine. So, there we go. I'll start doing this just so we can get, and I'll put on ×3 speed as well so we can get that, the power going to the sewage area. So yeah, we can just expand upon this. I think we can expand upon this at least. Should be able to. There we go. We'll just kind of build upon this arbitrarily. Kind of like how a park would be. Honestly, if that's going to be it, I think we'll just leave it like that. And then, like I said, we'll put some more trees and landscaping over here. We got some more shrubs so we can put. We can't put anything on the park, sadly. But we can put some Norway spruce trees in here. We also have some silver birches and all that, like other trees. But I think for now, like I said, we're just going to kind of put some the trees we already have here. So that works. Obviously, it's not the, doesn't have the conifers on it, but that's not that big of a deal. But as you can see, look at that. We got offices here built up. And I think that connected to power. It did. So that means I can get rid of this. Because that should all be connected now. We are going to be needing more electricity here shortly, but I think for now, that's fine. And actually what I might do is I might connect up this all the way over here for now. Just so it can, look like it connects up properly. Which it doesn't look like I can do that, sadly. Okay, I mean, actually, that's a lie. I can do that. Just so I can get rid of this one. So, get rid of that one. That way it's all from one line, It doesn't need to be, because that's not how the game functions. Like, it'll function fine the way it was, but aesthetically, I didn't want it there. So, but as you can see, we got the bridge we built, I think, in the last episode, or the last 2 episodes, or something like that. Got lots of farmland we can get taken care of, which actually, that's another thing, too. This is farmland over here, industry. There's no actual farms or anything. Well, actually, there are, but I'm going to add some more there, just so we can take advantage of it, which it looks like we are taking advantage of it, right? Yes, we are, okay. And we do have a little community as well over here. That's farmland. It's Greenwood, as you can see here. So that's all cool there. But yeah. Oh, it looks like this is empty. That's weird. Okay. So it looks like it emptied nicely. So hopefully it'll start to go into those incineration plants, as that's what we want to do. But yeah, Applegate Heights is expanding nicely. Ooh, we gotta expand it further over here, actually. Like, expand it. Whoops. Let's add on to what we just did. Whoops. No. Not new district. There we go. Applegate Heights is over here, the downtown area. And look at that. Look at that nice little skyline we got going. It's kind of cool. We got the university here as well. We got parks. We're making money. People are, flocking into the city from everywhere. I think we're going to build another park here at some point. Not necessarily in this episode, but let's see. What else can we do? We also got some industry we can add right here if we want. Just like probably along this road, if I'm being honest. If my mouse would work properly. There we go. Just kind of add something there. Like I said, I'll probably start to just add some other details and decorative details. I don't need to, but I feel like I might as well. So dirt path there, so that way it does that. But yeah, so obviously this is the industrial area for a reason. It'll probably stay here. It'll probably stay within here, honestly, or even just within this little sector. But yeah. So other than that, what are we doing? How are we doing education-wise? Ooh, we need some more schools. We need a school over here, particularly. Let's add another elementary school in this area, so that way these kids can get some education. Let's go find the parking lots. If I can remember where they are at. There they are. That way I can have a nice little, have some expanded parking. in this area. Also, I am going to add some residents in this area as well. Let's see. I probably should. There we go. Obviously, this will expand once we get more down there. That's okay. Here we go. So add some houses down here. I would add some houses over here, but it seems like this zone's going to take over that, which is fine, I guess. But ideally, obviously, there'd be houses here. But there's no... That's right, I didn't put any houses along this main road, because I figured it wasn't necessarily needed. I will, that means, put some trees. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put a bike path right along this path here. Just 'cause I think that'd be kind of cool. Nice wide sidewalk. Nice little bike path so people can use their bikes more often. So that means I can just put some trees. I might put a little parking lot, maybe right here, maybe. Oh, actually, do I need to? I don't know if I need to on this side. Oh, I guess we will. Just for the heck of it, why not? Adds a little bit of extra detail. Nothing too crazy. Alrighty, just finished up adding some vegetation and some trees along this road here. I actually kind of forgot some spaces with trees. Just add some vegetation and all that along here as well. Just because it's different, you know. You don't ever see this a whole lot. Like, I mean, you do see it in real life, but not necessarily in this game. I'm actually going to get rid of that vegetation there. If you want some playing time for the kids, which, granted, having the playground equipment right there next to the road, that seems a little dangerous. Is there a way I can grab a fence? I have a suburban fence. I don't know if this will work with the school, though. I don't think so. So I think I'll have to add it on here. Not without mods, at least. But as you see, we'll have the fence here, which I don't... Like I said, I don't think this will work because of things. But at least we can add it along this road here. And just kind of add it, you know, just to kind of wrap around the school. I think that'd be kind of cool if we did it that way. So now let's do that, and then we'll drag it down here, and then we'll drag it... these guys don't really have much of a backyard, unfortunately, but I'm kind of just wrapping around how big the schoolyard is. So that's basically the schoolyard there. Is all of this area, all the way in here. Obviously with the parking lot as well, but we do have the schoolyard now kind of zoned out a little bit. Just so parents don't get on my, you know, they don't get on me for not caring about child safety and all that. So actually, in that case, I'm gonna remove some of the vegetation because we don't want them to have some, you know, places to hide. You know, play hide and seek, play tag, all safely, of course. But you know, oh, but yeah, that's we've done a lot in this episode already. We expanded downtown. We expanded the office area. We just added some decorative details to the residency area that we added last time. Also got to decide what's going to go in the middle here, between the old residence area, the downtown, and the industry area. I'm thinking probably just kind of a way to bridge them somehow. Like, obviously, like, you know, expanding the roads and just a way to kind of meld them all together. Maybe a monument in the middle. I don't know. Maybe just trees, if I'm being honest. Because we obviously here, as you can see, we have the main artery here for this road going this way. It kind of curves, does a little weird L curve into this road, which leads all the way over here. And we have the interstate as well. But I feel like, and then we also have this road here coming off here. So yeah, we'll probably just add this road. It'll probably go somewhere in here maybe. Maybe I'll just expand this. Actually, I might even do that right now. Just quickly before we end the episode here. Add this here. Like there, and then expand this all the way here, do this, and then build. Is this a 4-lane road? Yeah, it is. So expand this. So that means I'm actually going to change this to a 4-lane road, which I believe are in here, right? Yeah, they are. 4-lane road. Yep. So we'll expand that to a 4-lane road, just so we have the same high density of traffic that's allowed, and then we can, like I said, might be able to do this actually right here. So we can do this. That's okay. That's gonna be interesting. This is a sharp curve, my dude. That's not terrible. Because then we can do this. And then we can go here. Oop, and we can link it up like that. A little bit of a sharp curve. But honestly, that's not bad. I think that'll be fine. I like that. That kind of links it up. And see, look, now people can actually get from point A to point B without having to go through the industry area. Such a genius mayor. I'm going to win mayor of the year. If that was actually a thing in this game, obviously. But yeah, honestly, I think that's going to be the end of this episode here. I didn't want to stop so soon, but I think that we've been doing this for a while. Actually, we've been doing this for over half an hour. So, um, yeah, I think we're gonna call it there. So, thank you guys so much for checking this video out. If you did like it, make sure, to hit the button down there. If you didn't, that's okay as well. Make sure to check out all the rest of the videos that will be in a playlist. They'll be in the description of this episode. Or if you want to just search up City Skylines on my channel, and you should be able to find them all pretty easily. Yeah, that's, like I said, that's gonna be it for me. So if you guys did enjoy this one, that's awesome, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Be kind, take care, peace.